What's good, YouTube? It's your man's Legend, and I am back with another video. Now, I know I've been good on a consistent train. I'm trying to stay on that train. So, here you go. Here's part 2 of a video that I've uploaded a while ago. And I noticed that some of you have been asking for this. So, here you go. Without further ado, let's get into this intro so we can start the what if. Naruto Uzumaki stood in the doorway of his bedroom, already dressed. Dark slacks, a white crisp button-up, sleeves rolled up to his forearms. No tie, no jacket, clean, controlled, professional. It was the kind of outfit that said everything was normal. It wasn't. He hadn't slept, not really. The memory of last night lingered like something sour in the back of his throat. Unwanted, persistent. The warmth of skin against his, the softness of her voice, the way she had leaned into him like nothing was wrong, like she hadn't betrayed him. Naruto's jaw tightened slightly. He forced the thought down, buried it, crushed it. Because if he let himself sit in it, even for a second, he knew exactly where it would lead. Anger, rage, the kind that didn't stop once it started. The kind that didn't ask questions. And right now, he needed control, not emotion. His blue eyes shifted toward the bed. Hinata lay there, half covered by the sheets, her breathing soft and uneven, peaceful, serene, almost delicate in the way the morning light filtered through across her skin, catching in her dark hair as it spread across the pillow. To anyone else, she looked perfect. Naruto stared at her like he was looking at something else entirely. Not a wife, not a partner, a variable, a problem, a threat that had already breached the perimeter. His mind replayed everything again, every detail, every shift. The way she had started coming home later, the slight delay before responding to simple questions, the subtle change in tone, barely noticeable unless you were trained to catch it. The scent, not his, never his, cheap whiskey, bourbon, a man's cologne that didn't belong to his house. Then the money, 8 withdrawals, $400,000. Not random, not accidental, intentional, planned, executed. His breathing remained steady, too steady. Naruto exhaled slowly through his nose and stepped forward, silent, measured, each step placed with precision that came from years of training, years of entering rooms where mistakes got people killed. The floor didn't creak. The air didn't shift. Even the light seemed to ignore him as he moved. He reached the nightstand, paused, looked at her one more time, still asleep, still unaware. Good. Naruto picked up her phone. When he tapped the screen, it lit up instantly and stopped. Password required. His eyes narrowed. Hinata never used a password, never needed one, never wanted one. Another variable, another confirmation. Naruto took a slow breath, steadying himself further as he tilted the screen toward the window. Morning light reflected faintly across the glass surface, revealing smudges, fingerprints, patterns. He studied them carefully. First attempt, wrong. Second attempt, wrong. His thumb hovered for half a second before the third input. It worked. Unlocked. Naruto didn't react outwardly, but something inside him shifted. He moved quickly, efficient. Text first. Names, conversations scanned, not read. Patterns. over content. Nothing. Call logs. Same thing. Nothing. Social media. Messages, requests, hidden folders. Still nothing. No man. No obvious contact. No trace. And yet, Naruto's grip on the phone tightened just slightly, because that didn't clear her. It confirmed it. Someone careful enough to steal that much money was careful enough to hide everything else. He powered off the screen, set it back down exactly where it'd been, same angle, same position, like it had never been touched. Naruto turned, walked out of the room with another glance. By the time he reached the front door, his expression had already reset, neutral, controlled, empty in a way that made it impossible to read. Keys in hand, door opened, closed behind him. Moments later, his 2018 Chevy Silverado roared to life, engine rumbling low as he pulled out of the driveway without hesitation. No second thoughts, no hesitation, no emotion, only direction. His lawyer's office. Naruto pulled into the parking lot at exactly 6:30 a.m. The engine of his Silverado idled for a moment before he shut it off, the low rumble fading into the quiet stillness of the early morning. The world around him was just beginning to wake. Faint light stretching across the empty streets, the sky painted in a soft shades of gray and pale gold. Uchiha divorce law stood ahead of him, clean, minimal, professional. Naruto stepped out of the truck, shutting the door with a quiet click before making his way toward the entrance. His stride was steady, controlled, every movement deliberate, like he had already mapped out the next several hours in his head. Inside, the office lights were already on. Of course they were. Naruto didn't knock. He opened the door and stepped in without hesitation, the faint scent of polished wood and coffee lingering in the air. Papers were neatly arranged across the large desk, and behind it, Sasuke Uchiha looked up. Sharp eyes, calm expression, already working. Naruto didn't greet him, didn't sit down, didn't waste time. Give me your phone for a second. The words were flat, direct, not a request. Sasuke's brow furrowed slightly as he studied Naruto's face. It wasn't what he said, it was what he was holding back. There was something behind Naruto's eyes, something tightly restrained. Anger, not explosive, not wild, contained, compressed, dangerous in a way that didn't need to be loud. Sasuke didn't argue. He reached into his pocket, pulled out his phone, and handed it over. "You alright?" he asked calmly. "Or do you need a drink first?" Naruto didn't answer. His attention was already on the phone. His fingers moved quickly, efficient, precise. He navigated through messages, call logs, apps, settings, checking, verifying, cross-referencing. His eyes flickered across the screen with practiced speed, absorbing information faster than most people could process it. Time passed, not long. 3 minutes. That's all it took. Naruto exhaled slowly through his nose, tension easing just slightly as he locked the phone and handed it back. "Sorry," he said, voice quieter now. Sasuke took the phone without hesitation, unfazed. "Don't worry about it." Naruto finally moved, stepping forward and lowering himself into the chair across from the desk. For a brief moment, he just sat there, elbows resting lightly on his knees, hands loosely clasped together. Sasuke leaned back slightly in his chair, studying him. "So," he said simply, "what happened?" Naruto didn't answer right away. His breathing shifted, just slightly. Then, it cracked. A shaky breath slipped past his control, his hands tightening together as his composure faltered for the first time since he walked in. A tear slid down his face before he could stop it, his jaw clenching as he forced himself to speak. I think Hinata's stepping out on me." The words were quiet, heavy. Sasuke didn't interrupt. Naruto continued, voice low but steady as he pushed through it. I can smell it on her, he said. Cologne, not mine. It's faint, but it's there. Been there more than once. His fingers curled slightly. Her behavior's been off too. Small things, delays, tone changes. She's glued to her phone now, more than usual. And she put a password on it. Sasuke's pen moved across the notepad, writing everything down with sharp, efficient strokes. Naruto swallowed once. Then he dropped the bomb. She's been taking money. That made Sasuke pause for half a second. Naruto continued, $50,000 at a time, 8 withdrawals. His voice hardened slightly. $400,000 total. Silence settled in the room for a moment as Sasuke finished writing, his expression unreadable. That's not just suspicious, Sasuke said finally. That's illegal. Naruto let out a slow breath, nodding once. She abused joint access. Sasuke continued, tapping the pen lightly against the paper. That qualifies as financial misconduct. Depending on intent, it could even fall under money laundering or fraud. Sasuke looked up. Do you have proof? Naruto reached into his pocket, pulling out his phone and unlocking it, before sliding it across the desk. Screenshots, every withdrawal. Sasuke picked it up, scanning through the images carefully. Dates, amounts, frequency, consistent, deliberate. He set the phone down. And the cheating? Sasuke asked. Naruto shook his head slightly, frustration flickering across his face. Nothing concrete. I went through her phone this morning. Messages, calls, socials, everything. And nothing. Sasuke leaned back slightly, folding his arms. Then she's careful. Naruto's eyes narrowed slightly. Sasuke continued, voice calm, analytical. Second phone, hidden apps, encrypted messaging platforms. There are plenty of ways to hide communication, if you know what you're doing. Naruto didn't respond, because he already knew that. Sasuke studied him for another moment before asking the question that mattered. What do you want to do? Naruto was quiet. Sasuke continued anyway, because right now, you don't have proof of infidelity. And with your income, he gestured slightly. A judge could easily give her the benefit of the doubt. Naruto's jaw tightened. If you file for divorce now, Sasuke said bluntly, she could walk away with half, possibly more. Alimony, and if there's a child involved, child support on top of that. Silence. Naruto's hands trembled slightly again, but only for a moment. Then he wiped his face, straightened, breathed, and just like that, the crack was gone, replaced with something colder, more focused. No, not yet, Naruto said. Sasuke's eyes sharpened slightly. Naruto leaned back in his chair, gaze steady now. I'll get proof, he said calmly. I know I will. A pause. But I'm done with her, he added. I already took her off of my bank accounts. Sasuke gave a small nod. Good, he said. Legally, you're in the clear there. What she did gives you every right to cut off access immediately. His tone sharpened slightly. And if we build this properly, financial fraud alone could bury her. Naruto didn't smile, didn't react. He just sat there, quiet, thinking. Because this wasn't over, not even close. This was just the beginning. Naruto stepped out of the office without another word, the door clicking shut behind him with the quiet finality. The early morning air hit his face, cool and sharp, but it did nothing to ease the tension coiled tightly in his chest. He walked across the parking lot in silence, measured steps, controlled breathing. By the time he reached his truck, his expression had already settled back into something unreadable. He opened the door, slid into the driver's seat, and shut it behind him, the interior wrapped around him in familiar stillness. For a moment, he didn't move. Then, Naruto exhaled, a slow, deliberate breath that left his lungs heavy as he leaned back against the seat, eyes closing briefly. Silence. But not empty silence, the kind that pressed, the kind that made room for things he had buried. Naruto opened his eyes and froze. Someone was sitting in the passenger seat. Not a stranger, not a threat. It was him. Younger, harder, sharper, dressed in full military-grade gear. Camo pants tucked into tightly laced tan combat boots. A fitted long-sleeve shirt blending into the same pattern. A plate carrier sat heavy on his chest, steel plated and loaded with AR magazines. A holstered pistol rested on his side. His face was marked with streaks of black and green paint, eyes shadowed beneath a Kevlar-wrapped helmet, fitted with night vision, cold, focused, dangerous. Naruto stared at him for a long second, and then, "Haven't seen you in a while," he said quietly. A pause. "Crawler." The version of him beside him didn't smile, didn't react beyond a slow, acknowledging nod. His gaze stayed locked forward, unblinking, calculating. Naruto's jaw tightened slightly. "I didn't want to bring you back for this," he admitted. Crawler let out a low, unimpressed hum. "Doesn't matter what you want," he replied, voice calm, deeper, stripped of anything unnecessary. "You're going to." Naruto didn't interrupt. "You won't use everything," Crawler continued. "But you'll use enough. A beat. Our skills, our connections." His eyes shifted slightly, finally meeting Naruto's. "To get what you want. What you need." Silence settled between them. Naruto held that gaze for a moment longer, then nodded. Crawler didn't respond, didn't need to, because the moment Naruto accepted it, he was already fading, gone as quietly as he appeared. Naruto sat alone again. The truck felt smaller now, more real. He reached for his phone without hesitation and dialed. It rang once, twice, then, "Yeah?" Tenten's voice came through, sharp but alert. Naruto didn't waste time. "Tenten," he said, voice steady. "I'm sending you a number." A pause. "I need you to see if you can recover deleted messages, hidden ones too, texts, images, anything." Another pause. "And I might send you another number later. Depends on what I find." Tenten didn't question it. "Got it. Send it." Naruto sent the number, then hung up. Silence returned for half a second before his phone rang again. "Hinata." Naruto stared at the screen, then answered. "Yeah?" Her voice came through immediately, shaky, nervous. But baby? Why isn't my debit card working?" she asked. It's saying I don't have access anymore. Is something wrong?" Naruto didn't respond right away. He just looked ahead. Then the lie came easy. "Yeah," he said calmly. "I made a bad online purchase. It turned out to be a scam." There was a beat passed. "I had to cancel the cards. The fraud department's doing an investigation. I ordered new ones. They should be here in about a week." He kept his tone even, casual. "Why?" On the other end, he not to let out a quiet breath of relief. "Oh, okay. I was just trying to withdraw some money." Naruto's fingers tightened slightly on the phone. She was still trying, even now. How much? He asked. A pause. Too long. Uh, just 1,000, she said, stumbling slightly over her words. Naruto's eyes hardened. He knew that hesitation, measured it, filed it away. Okay, he said simply, and hung up. No goodbye. No hesitation. He lowered the phone slowly, staring at the screen for a moment longer. The call had been recorded. Every word, every pause, every lie. Naruto placed the phone down beside him and started the engine. The truck rumbled to life beneath him. Low, steady, controlled, just like him. As he pulled out of the parking lot, his expression didn't change. But his mind was already moving, already building, already hunting. Because now, it wasn't just suspicion anymore, it was confirmation. And Naruto Uzumaki didn't go to war without finishing it. But guys, I'm going to end it off right there. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. But without further ado, I am out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay